Hey guys, welcome to the final part of What If Demonic Saiyan was in Death Note. Last time we left off after I destroyed Mello's base, making N suspicious of me being the British Kira. Without further ado, let's begin. Before heading to work, I would drop off the Death Note, which was formerly in police possession, to Mikami Toyu, a criminal prosecutor chosen as the hand of Kira by Light Yagami. In my Shinigami form, I would appear before Mikami and inform him that he has been selected by Kira to be his hand and continue to provide justice due to his similar ideals and strong beliefs. Upon accepting the Death Note, Mikami is able to see me even in my Shinigami form, as I am the Shinigami who gave him the Death Note. I would then explain to him about the ideal, emphasizing its significance and the power it grants him to perform justice without hesitation. Mikami, with unwavering determination, would make the ideal without hesitation, fully committing himself to the cause of bringing justice as Kira's hand. With my part of the plan done, I continue to maintain a normal schedule. I wake up early in the morning, enjoying a hearty breakfast at a nearby restaurant before starting my day. Then, I head to Kanto Central Hospital for my 12-hour shift on weekdays, where I use my skills as a neurosurgeon to save lives and make a difference in the world. Despite the demanding work schedule, I make sure to spend quality time with Saiyan on weekends. We go on dates, exploring the city, trying new restaurants, and enjoying each other's company. These moments are precious to me, providing a sense of normalcy and happiness amidst the chaos of my double life. In between my work and personal life, I continue to carry out my duties as the British Kira, silently judging criminals across the globe. With each name written in the Death Note, I uphold my own sense of justice, making the world a safer place according to my own standards. After eating breakfast on Thursday the 31st of December, members of the SPK cover my eyes and take me into custody, where I am held in a hotel room with 24/7 supervision. Of course legally they have no power, so this is the equivalent of a kidnapping, however. They promised to compensate me for any lost income and assured me that they would take care of my job to prevent me from being fired. Knowing if I don't comply it would make me seem guilty, I had no other option than to bide my time and wait for the perfect time. Later, that same day, Misa and Mogi are also brought to the room. After a month of captivity, when Misa and Mogi were released, I was told to remain under close supervision for another week. Realizing something big was going down, I decided to take matters into my own hands. Using my Shinigami form, I pulled out my Death Note and wrote the cause of death for the security guards as heart attacks after a continuous 24-hour surveillance period. Ensuring that N would be informed that they still had me in custody, despite me not actually being there. Meanwhile, the group depart in the rainy weather. While he is in the car, Light thinks to himself that this is the beginning of the new world now that everyone who knows of the Death Note will die. When they arrive, they began to walk through the halls of the Yellow Box warehouse and eventually come face to face with the members of the SPK, however, Near is wearing a humorous L mask. Light silently rebukes this, feeling Near is too inferior to L to be wearing his guise, while Matsuda questions why only Near would get a mask and the others won't as a means to protect them also. Near answers that it is just a precaution, although Kira has probably already seen everyone in the room except his, or is even writing down their names as they speak. He instructs them to wait 30 minutes to see if anyone is being controlled right now, and Aizawa says that this makes sense since Light probably has no more use for them right now. As the minutes go by, Light, who can barely stop himself from gloating, realizes that he is waiting for him to suddenly come in, as he had predicted. When the 30 minutes are up, Near takes off the mask. He then says that they are now waiting for the person who will solve everything. Near says that this person can only come in via the building's sole entrance, and that person, Mikami, will kill everyone in the room upon arriving, having the notebook in hand. Matsuda and Ida are shocked at this idea, but Near continues on to say that if Mikami comes in full throttle, they shouldn't resist, and if he creaks the door open, they should pretend to not notice him. Just as this happens, Mikami pokes his eye in the creek with everyone aware of this. He discovers Near's real name, Nate River, as well as the other people in the room, while deducing Light has got the same way Misa did years before. He then begins frantically scribbling down everyone's name in the death note. As Mikami continues writing names, Matsuda pulls out a gun, but the SPK members pull guns on him also. Nia then says they won't die because he modified Mikami's death note. He explains that Mikami has been doing Kira's killings, as well as exactly one page every day. With that in mind, Nia replaced all of the blank pages with fake pages. When Mikami finishes, Nia then says that 40 seconds from now he will peek his head in to check and subsequently be arrested, while the only name not written will be Kira's. However, Light, while given a crooked smile, reveals to himself that he prepared for this the whole time. The notebook Divani had found in the locker and subsequently tampered with was actually a fake notebook, and Mikami has the actual one with him, untampered. The thing was that Takada got Mikami to create the fake notebook, and in the fan letter from before, Takada did all of the killings while Mikami simply sent the names via his cell phone, creating the diversion that Mikami was ex-Kira. He also had Mikami check daily to see if the fake death note had been tampered with, and later told this to Takada. Light then concludes to himself that Nia is nothing like L, and is disappointed that Nia didn't consider the possibility of more death notes, claiming that, although the victory was perfect, it was also anticlimactic. Light then asks Mikami if he has finished with the names, and he confirms this. Light is overjoyed and struggles to maintain his composure and hold in his laughter. Nia becomes suspicious as to how fast Mikami answered Light, then asks him to come in. Again, when Light reiterates Nia's statement, Mikami comes in. Light then asks what the countdown is for the last name, and Mikami, grinning devilishly, begins counting down. Light overconfidently whispers, "Well, Nia, looks like I win," and the countdown ends. Light, Yagami and Tayu Mikami are both shocked that no one has died after 40 seconds have passed. Nia swiftly orders Anthony Resta and Stephen Givani to arrest Mikami. He then reveals that while the pages in Mikami's notebook had been replaced by fake pages created by the SPK, they had replaced the actual notebook. When Takada was kidnapped, Mikami inadvertently revealed the location of the real notebook to kill her, despite Light already doing so without his knowledge. Nia attributes his plan's success to Mello's actions. The notebook is confiscated, and as Light's name is the only one not written, Light is exposed as Kira. Desperate, Light claims the entire situation is a setup, though neither the Japanese task force nor the SPK believe him. Especially after Light declared victory before Mikami's notebook was revealed to be fake. Out of options, Light confesses to being Kira and attempts to acquit himself by justifying his use of the notebook. In a last desperate attempt to regain control, Light tries to use the hidden piece of the death note to eliminate Nia. But before he can do so, Soikyo intervenes, tears streaming down his face as he confronts his own son. With a heavy heart, he takes action to stop Light's madness, firing several shots at him. However, just as it seems that Light's end is near, I arrive in my Shinigami form, invisible to everyone present. With a swift movement, I catch the bullets and drop them to the ground, preventing any harm from coming to Light. With a sly grin, I materialize before Light, mocking him for the dire situation he's found himself in due to his lack of foresight. Despite his flaws, I assure him that he can count on me to fix his mistakes, as I always have. As everyone in the room is left bewildered by the sudden turn of events, I reveal myself as Damien Saiyajin, the British Kira, confirming Nia's suspicions. With a flicker of movement, I dart around the room, tapping each person with my death note, allowing them to see my imposing Shinigami form. The task force is especially shocked by my appearance, towering at 8 feet tall with razor-sharp teeth and claws. My ethereal wings unfurled behind me, though they merge into a cape when not in use. Despite my intimidating form, my face remains the same, albeit paler with glowing eyes and shark-like teeth. With a smirk, I declare checkmate, swiftly writing the names of all the SPK members, including Nias, and the members of the Kira task force, excluding Light. As Soikyo succumbs to his fate, I offer a brief apology, acknowledging that this action will cause pain to Seiyu. However, I remind him of my promise to create a new world where she will be safe. Amidst maniacal laughter, Light embraces me, promising to make that world a reality and thanks me for saving him. After Mikami and I leave, Light calls the police and reports that there has been a shootout between the SPK and the Kira task force, claiming to be the only survivor. To make his story more convincing, Light shoots his own shoulder, adding to the veracity of the violent encounter. When the police arrive, they find a scene of carnage, bodies strewn about the room. Light's fabricated story seems plausible, especially since he had taken the precaution of shooting all the bodies at least once. With no reason to doubt his account, the police accept his account and prepare to move the bodies. Light also officially closes the Kira case due to a lack of manpower. As the crime rates plummeted and the new world began to take shape under Light's leadership, I found myself content to let him hold the title of God while I pursued new goals of my own. Despite being stronger than Light, I knew that my strength lay in different areas, and I had a plan that was even more ambitious than anything I had done before. My new goal: to get engaged and marry Saiyan, Light's sister. It may have seemed like an unexpected turn of events, but Saiyan had captured my heart in a way I never thought possible. Her kindness, resilience, and unwavering support had made her more than just a target of protection. She had become the center of my world. So, as the world around us changed, I focused on building a future with Saiyan. I spared no expense in planning the perfect proposal, taking her to her favorite places and showering her with love and affection. And when I finally got down on one knee and asked her to marry me, the joy in her eyes made every moment of preparation worth it. With Saiyan by my side, I knew that together we could achieve anything. And as we looked forward to our future together, I couldn't help but feel grateful for the unexpected twists and turns that had brought us to this moment. For our wedding, Saiyan and I decided to have an extravagant traditional Japanese ceremony, complete with all the trimmings. We spared no expense, wanting to make it a day to remember not only for us but for everyone in attendance. The venue was a picturesque temple nestled among cherry blossom trees, providing a stunning backdrop for the occasion. The ceremony itself was steeped in tradition, with Saiyan dressed in a stunning white kimono adorned with intricate embroidery and a delicate silk obi. I wore a traditional black hakama, symbolizing the solemnity and importance of the occasion. As we exchanged vows under the watchful eyes of our loved ones, the air was filled with a sense of joy and anticipation for the future. After the ceremony, we hosted a lavish reception where guests enjoyed an array of gourmet Japanese cuisine, including sushi, sashimi, and wagyu beef. The venue was adorned with cherry blossoms and lanterns, creating a romantic ambience that perfectly complemented the significance of the day. We danced the night away, surrounded by the people we loved most in the world. It was a day of pure happiness and celebration, marking the beginning of our journey together as husband and wife. And as we looked out at the sea of smiling faces, we knew that our love would only continue to grow stronger with each passing day. After the wedding festivities, Saiyan and I embarked on a dreamy honeymoon to the Maldives, a paradise of crystal clear waters, pristine beaches, and luxurious overwater bungalows. Our private villa was perched above the azure ocean, offering panoramic views of the endless horizon. We spent our days lounging on the sun-drenched deck, dipping into the warm waters below whenever we pleased. Snorkeling among colorful coral reefs and tropical fish, we marveled at the beauty of the underwater world. In the evenings, we indulged in romantic candlelit dinners under the stars, with the sound of gentle waves lapping against the shore as our soundtrack. We explored the local culture, taking sunset cruises on traditional tawny boats and visiting nearby islands to sample fresh seafood and exotic fruits. Amidst the stunning backdrop of the Maldives, a lot of our time was spent in the luxurious embrace of our overwater bungalow. With the soft sea breeze caressing our skin and the gentle lull of the waves outside, we found ourselves lost in each other's arms. In those intimate moments, we shared whispered promises and tender embraces, exploring the depths of our love in the most profound and passionate ways. As the sun dipped below the horizon, casting hues of pink and orange across the sky, our connection deepened with each passing moment. And as the stars twinkled overhead, illuminating our private sanctuary, we surrendered to the magic of the night, letting love guide us through the tender moments of our honeymoon. But the true highlight of our honeymoon was simply being together, away from the pressures of the world, and reveling in the bliss of newlywed life. After our enchanting honeymoon in the Maldives, Saiyan and I returned home with a newfound sense of bliss and purpose. We wasted no time in making our dreams a reality by purchasing the villa mansion we had talked about for so long. Nestled by a crystal-clear lake and surrounded by sakura trees in full bloom, our new home boasted unrivaled natural beauty. The moment we stepped inside, we knew it was perfect for us. We designed the mansion to suit our every need, with a room specifically dedicated to Sei's impressive shoe collection. Adorned with elegant shelving and soft lighting, it was a sanctuary where she could indulge her passion for footwear to her heart's content. In addition to Sei's shoe room, we dedicated another space in our mansion to her passions, art and photography. The art and photography room was Sei's personal sanctuary, a place where she could unleash her creativity and capture the beauty of the world around her. The walls were adorned with her favorite paintings and photographs, showcasing her talent and artistic vision. Equipped with state-of-the-art equipment and tools, the room was a haven for Sei to experiment with different mediums and techniques. An easel stood proudly in one corner, surrounded by shelves overflowing with paints, brushes, and canvases of various sizes. A large, panoramic window flooded the room with natural light, providing the perfect setting for Sei to capture stunning photographs of the surrounding landscape. On rainy days, she would retreat to the cozy window seat with a cup of tea, finding inspiration in the sound of raindrops against the glass. In addition to Sei's rooms, our mansion by the lake boasted a dedicated car room, designed just for me. It housed an impressive collection of 35 different sports cars, each meticulously cared for and maintained. From sleek Ferraris to powerful Lamborghinis, the room was a car enthusiast's dream come true. Every vehicle was a testament to precision engineering and automotive excellence, reflecting my passion for speed and performance. Sei often teased me about my obsession with cars, but she knew how much joy they brought me. We would spend hours together just driving in each other's company. Our family also grew with the addition of 3 adorable dogs. Donut, the dachshund, greeted us with wagging tails and floppy ears, while Kite Soon, the Shiba Inu, pranced around with playful energy. Blizzard, the husky, charmed us with his striking blue eyes and boundless affection. Together, the 5 of us created countless memories in our new home. From lazy afternoons by the lake to playful romps through the sakura trees, every moment was filled with laughter, love, and the joy of being together. 9 months after our honeymoon in the Maldives, Sei gave birth to twins, a baby girl named Yuko and a boy named Kenjiro. Their arrival filled our lives with even more love and joy, bringing a new dimension to our family. Yuko was a bundle of energy from the moment she was born, her laughter filling the air with pure delight. Kenjiro, on the other hand, was calm and observant, with a curious gaze that seemed to take in everything around him. As proud parents, Sei and I doted on our twins, cherishing every moment spent with them. Our days were filled with laughter, diaper changes, and sleepless nights, but we wouldn't have traded it for anything in the world. With each passing day, Yuko and Kenjiro grew stronger and more curious about the world around them. Sei and I watched in awe as they reached new milestones, their first smiles, their first words, and their first steps. Okay guys, this is the final part of What If Demonic Saiyan was in Death Note. If you enjoyed, please like and subscribe. With that out the way, this is Demonic Saiyan saying bye.